Hello everyone, my name is Demille Taylor, Treasurer of Golden Valley's Black Student Union, and welcome back to our Black History series. In this episode, we'll be exploring the early eras of activism through music, songs of protest, and promise. Music has served as the most powerful vessel for communication in African American culture. It began with enslaved Africans who were kidnapped from their homelands and shipped across the Atlantic during the Middle Passage. Enslaved from various countries, tribes, and cultures, they used singing as a way to communicate during the voyage. They were able to look for kin and countrymen through song. Upon their arrival to the colonies, music was a way for enslaved people to express their sorrow, joy, inspiration, and hope. Songs were passed from generation to generation, influenced by African and religious traditions, and would later form the basis for what is known as Negro spirituals. These songs also served as roadmaps to freedom. It is believed that Harriet Tubman used the spiritual wade in the water as a way to warn slaves to get into the water to hide their scent from the slave-catching dogs on their trail. Tubman also used the song Go Down Moses as a way to communicate with enslaved people who were seeking their freedom.
So the Lord said, go down, Moses, way down in Egypt land. Tell old Pharaohs to let my people go.
These Negro spirituals also birthed new genres such as gospel, rhythm and blues, country, rock, and jazz. These genres would then give way for Black artists to protest inequity and injustice. Strange Fruit by jazz singer Billie Holiday was composed by Abel Meeropol, a Jewish civil rights activist who came across a photo of two Black men lynched in Indiana. Initially written as a poem, a nightclub owner passed it on to Holiday, and the tune became the catalyst for the civil rights movement.
Southern trees bear strange fruit, blood on the leaves and blood at the root, black bodies swinging in the southern breeze, strange fruit hanging from the poplar trees.
The vivid lyrics and imagery provoked the FBI, who felt threatened by Holiday's musical protests of the lynching of Black Americans. They targeted and sought to destroy every aspect of her life and career. With this in mind, every time she stepped on stage, she sang it anyway. Her bravery gave way to the next generation of Black musicians to follow her lead. Mississippi Goddam, composed and performed by Nina Simone, was a response to the 16th Street Baptist Church bombing in Birmingham, Alabama, which was carried out by the Ku Klux Klan and killed 4 young Black girls, all under the age of 15.
My country is full of lies. We all gonna die and die like flies. I don't trust nobody anymore. They keep on saying go slow. That's just the trouble. Desegregation, mass participation, unification. Do things gradually will bring more tragedy. Why don't you see it? Why don't you feel it? I don't know. You don't have to live next to me. Just give me my equality. 'Cause everybody knows about Alabama. Everybody knows about Mississippi. Everybody knows about Mississippi. Gone down. That's it.
A Change Is Gonna Come was written and recorded by Sam Cooke in December 1963. As a black singer from the South, Sam Cooke dealt with discrimination by way of Jim Crow laws and decided to use these experiences to craft this legendary song.
I was born by the river in a little tent. Oh, and just like the river, I've been running ever since.
Although he was killed before it was released, it is heralded as the staple song of the civil rights movement and the most important song of all time.
A change gonna come. Oh, yes it will.
We don't have anything to be ashamed of. Somebody told a lie one day. They couched it in language. They made everything black, ugly, and evil. Look in your dictionary and see the synonyms of the word black. There's always something degrading and low and sinister. Look at the word white. It's always something pure, high, and clean. But I want to get the language right tonight. I want to get the language so right that everybody here will cry out, yes, I'm black, I'm proud of it, I'm black and beautiful.
Following the murder of Martin Luther King Jr. and riots across the country, James Brown was inspired to release the most politically charged song of his career. He said, "I looked and said to myself, we've lost our prime." That night, Brown went to his hotel room and wrote the lyrics to "Say It Loud, I'm Black and I'm Proud" on a napkin. In the spur of the moment, it became a song that changed the social dynamics of the entire country. Unlike Mississippi Goddamn, which encapsulated her sorrow and anger at the time, Nina Simone wrote and recorded to be young, gifted, and black. She identified a different side of the struggle. The Black Power movement was rising. Pride in being black and beautiful was expressed in big afros and raised fists. She aimed to capture that moment of joy and black identity, and although the song was addressed to children, it became an anthem for adults as well.